Plus 10th class English second paper. We know very well, dear students, you know very well, for 10th class, if we want to get good marks, we have to give equal importance to the paper 1 and paper 2. In the last class we discussed about the paper 1. What are the easy tips to get good score in paper 1? Now I am going to discuss what are the easy tips which we are going to follow in paper 2, English paper 2. So in this English paper 2 is also as like the paper 1, same pattern. That means sections are 3 in this paper. 3 sections: section A, section B, section C. Section A, section C. Section A, section B and section C. Each section, like the first paper, contains same marks. That means section A contains 15 marks, section B contains 10 marks, section C contains 15 marks. Total paper 2 40 marks. Total paper 2 40 marks. We have to go through accordingly section A, B, C. First we have to see section A. What are the passages are given in this? Means in this 3 passages are given. 3 passages are given to you. 3 passages are given to you. In these 3 passages, 1 to 5, first passage contains 1 to 5 questions, and each question carries 1 mark. Again, second passage 6 to 10. This also each question 5 questions 5 marks. Each question carries 1 mark. Again, third passage 11 to 15. This also contains each question 5 questions are given. Each question carries 1 mark. That means total 15 marks for this section A allocated passage 1, 2 and 3. 3 passages are given. Total questions are 15, 1 to 15, and marks are 15 marks allotted. So this is first section A. Next section B. Section B. This passage heading you know very well. In the first paper you read. What is that means? Reading like comprehension. Reading and comprehension. Next, we have to see towards section B. Section B heading is grammar and vocabulary. Here also grammar and vocabulary. Just like paper 1. Just like paper 1. Next, section C. Again, creative writing. What is that? Creative writing. Creative writing. Okay. So section A, we discussed about the section A. It contains 15 questions. 1 to total questions are in this paper 2 1 to 34 questions. Total questions 1 to 34 questions. In this 31 to 34 questions, section A contains 1 to 15 questions. 1 to 15. That means 3 passages. These 15 questions are divided into 3 passages. Each passage 1 to 5, 6 to 10 and 11 to 15. Total 15 questions are there. 15 marks are allotted. This is heading is reading and comprehension. It is easy in this section to get good score means when you have given passages, read thoroughly 1 night, 2 hours, 3 times. Again you have to understand it. Then each question again read it, which are given under the passages. That question you have to read it and attempt it answers. It's answers. Then only you will get good score. Otherwise you have to read very speed. Then you have to attempt. You may not get good score because you will do some mistakes. So this is about the section A. Next, coming to the point, section B. Section B carries how many questions? Questions means here 16 to total questions 32. These questions are allotted for this section B. This section B is its heading is grammar and vocabulary. Grammar and vocabulary. Here you have to see towards the grammar. For that grammar, so many grammar, basic grammar 2 up to hard topics which are there like voices, reported speech, question tags. You have to learn perfectly. Otherwise, you may not attempt in this section B. 3 questions are particularly given to you on this grammar. What are these? 16, 17 and 18. These 3 questions are important role takes place in the section B, which is belongs to the grammar point. In this 16, 17, 18, 3 questions are given in the form of passage. First passage in the section B. That means after completion of the section A, 3 passages. 4th passage maybe you have given this in the form of passage 16 to 17 and 18. Questions are given in the form of passage. All these 3 questions given in the form of passage, and those questions may come from your grammar topics. Particularly, they will ask voices one question, sometimes reported speech 1 question, sometimes question tags 1 question, sometimes not only but like this question they will ask not only but also so as, when, like that. Some of the conjunctions they will ask. These grammar questions may ask on these 16, 17, 18 bits. Each question, these 3 carries 1 mark. That means 3 marks. Again, in the section B, remaining 7 marks. Allotted to the vocabulary that are given in 3 forms of 3 passages. What are the 3 passages means? Up to 18 questions are completed, 1 passage completed. Then another passage 19 to 22. What is this? 19 to 22. Here section B. First passage completed 16, 17 and 18. Next second passage 19 to 22 questions in the form of passage they will give like this dash. One fill in the blanks type passage will be given 19, 20, 21, 22. 4 questions. These 4 questions are allotted half of each one half mark. That means 2 marks. Again another passage 23 to 28. These are the 5 questions in the form of passage they will give. These are that like this. This R is like this. These are that. Options are given in the brackets and fill in the blanks type of the questions are given in the form of passage 23 to 28. These 5 questions carries each one half mark. Total 2.5 marks. Again another passage 29 to 32. Sorry, 27 up to 27 this passage. Next 28 to 32. These 5 questions carries each one half mark, total 2.5 marks. Total 2.5, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 3, 16, 17, 8. Total 10 marks for grammar and vocabulary section B. This is grammar topic. So we have to give, like in the first paper, which is hard topic, which we have to feel hard work 13 to 17 bit editing topic. Here also section B, grammar topic is grammar. Section B, grammar is very important. It has to you have to feel all the students learn thoroughly grammar basics too, just like numbers too, up to passive voices and reported speech, like that. If you learn thoroughly basic grammar too, up to hard topics which we are feeling hard topics in the grammar, automatically you have to achieve all these grammar and vocabulary questions, which are half mark questions 14 and 1 mark questions 3. Total 10 marks. Last section in the paper 2, 50 creative writing. What is that? Creative writing. Just like in the first paper, creative writing. Here also in the like first paper, second paper, creative writing also very important role. Takes place an important role. Why? Because already we discussed about what is the importance of creative writing. Creative writing means which contains discourses. What are the discourses? Discourses like major, two types. Discourses are two types. Already we discussed in the first paper. And minor. Major discourses, minor discourses, which we discussed in the first paper. Like that, in the second paper also I have decided short form of the major discourse which we are having in the second paper, and which we are having the minor discourses in the second paper. I have allotted, or I have decided short forms. What are the discourses which we are having? Like here, major discourses are Bell-Ross, B-E-L-R-S. These 5 are the major discourses which we are getting in the second paper as major discourses. This major discourses contains marks, you know very well, 10 marks. Contains 10 marks. So B means biography. B means biography. E means essay writing. Essay writing. L means letter writing. Letter writing. R means report. R means report. S means speech. These are the 5 major discourses which we are having in second paper in the creative writing section C. So these 5, among these 5 discourses, major discourses, one question, as which question, how many questions are completed up to grammar and vocabulary? 32. That means creative section C 33 and 34 questions. 33 questions belongs to this major discourses. Major discourses means here 5 are there: biography, essay writing, letter writing, report, speech. From these 5 we will get one question. One question means one question we ask on this biography. Make a biography, some of the important authors or whoever may be there, well-known persons. Again, second, this or that question. Another question may be essay writing, letter writing, report, speech. All these discourses I already explained in the first paper. You have to attempt it because it is a lengthy, long question, 10 mark question. So you have to attempt it as per layout. As per layout. If you want to get good score, you have to attempt it as per layout, not less than 2 pages. You have to write it, produce on the paper. Write it. Then only you will get good score. Again, minor discourse. Minor discourse allotted 5 marks. How many marks? Minor. These minor discourses I have given short forms. These minor discourses, PIP. P-I-P. P-I-P. PIP means what are the minor discourses? P means poster. What is that? Poster. Formation of the poster. I means invitation. Invitation. P means profile. These three minor discourses are having in the second paper. This minor discourses contains 5 marks. One question they will ask as 34 question. 34 question they will ask in these three minor discourses: poster, invitation, profile. This minor discourse also very important, takes place very important role, because if you write not less than one page, not less than one page, you will get after 5, or sometimes according to layout you may attend it automatically, you will get 5 to 5 marks, or sometimes 4 or 3. Even though 3 you will get, just write some of the points which are according to the layout. This is the minor discourse. Here above the paper pattern like this. Total this second paper is finally I would like to say second paper is belongs to the unseen passages. I already explained in the first paper. First paper is the seen passages. That is belongs to the seen passages, means which are already studied in our textbook, total lessons. All the questions they will come from that textbook. But whereas in the second paper we haven't read nowhere. These are the journal passages will be given to you. Journal passages will be given to you like this paper pattern. This is the second paper. That means we call it as total second paper passages are called as the unseen passages. We haven't seen any talk, nowhere. That's why these are the unseen passages. But when we compare to the first paper, second paper is very easy. Though it is a unseen, it is belongs to the unseen passages, but passages are very easy to achieve it when we compare to the first paper. So we have to get more score in the second paper, because the passages are very easy. Here all the pattern about the second paper, this is very easy. When you feel it is easy, automatically you will get good marks. Okay, next. Here discourses are there. I would like one discourse about it. Here I have discussed, I have explained everything about the pattern of the second paper, section A, section B and section C. Okay, section C is very important role, takes place an important role in the making the questions and attend the questions. So here I would like to explain all these second paper major and minor discourse. One discourse I will explain what is the layout. First of all, here I would like to explain the letter writing. What is that? Letter writing. The second paper major discourse, one of the among five, one of the major discourse, letter writing. What is that? Letter writing. Very simple letter writing. Every person, very big person, maybe very clever student, they will get good marks in this. Very easy tips are there, because layout is there for letter writing. You have to take layout. What is layout means? 6 points you have to follow. Whatever it may be letter you are going to attempt, 6 points are there. What are those 6 points? 6 points are there. What are those 6 points means here? See, if you follow these 6 points, automatically you will get out of 10, 8 or 9 marks or sometimes 10 marks. What are the first one is heading, the heading. Second one is the salutation. Salutation. Third one is body of the letter. Body of the letter. Fourth one is subscription. Subscription. Fifth one is the signature. The signature. The signature. Next, sixth one is superscription. Superscription. These are the 6 steps, whatever it may be. Letters are 3 types, 2 types, formal, informal letter. Whatever it may be, formal letter, informal letter. Informal letter means personal letters, which are writing to the relatives and friends, that are informal. Formal letters means officials, that are social, business, whatever it may be, we are going to write, those letters are called social, formal letters. All whatever it may be, formal or informal letters, official or social letters, whatever it may be, we have to follow all these 6 steps. First step is the heading. Heading means, heading itself it denotes the when we are writing date and from which village we are writing, which place. Place and date which denotes the heading. This place is here, upper corner, right hand side, like that. Again, the salutation. Salutation means Telugulo sadharanగా sambodhana. This salutation is also different from the formal and informal. You know very well, formal and informal, that is in detail discussion, we will discuss that. Next, body of the letter. Body of the letter is a very, very important role because it has having many marks for this. So in these steps are there. If the letter is lengthy, divide into passages and use simple language and don't do grammatical mistake, simple language, like that. We have to maintain while we are going to write the body of the letter. Next, subscription. Subscription is nothing but you are faithfully like this, you are obediently. This is nothing but subscription. Again, the signature. Under that subscription, we have to take our signature. The last one, superscription. Superscription is nothing but to address. Like this, all these steps, when we are going to attempt the letter writing, which is in the second paper, major discourse, when you follow all these 6 steps, automatically you will get out of 10, 5 marks, only level. Of course, it may be you may not produce the more matter in the body of the letter. You may have to follow these 6 steps automatically. 5 marks you will get. Layout, they will see layout. Like this, all the major and minor discourse you have to follow. You will get good marks. When you give the importance and you have to somewhat produce on the paper, creative writing, automatically you will get good marks. Otherwise, without producing minor and major discourses on the paper, if you attempt the rest of the other questions, you may not get good marks. Sometimes you may not pass. So if you want to pass, to get 14 marks in each paper, and if you want to get good score out of 40 and 38, that means 10 GPA. If you want to get 10 GPA, 36 marks in each paper. So you have to attempt this. I would like to say my opinion is perfectly you have to attempt compulsory, thoroughly you have to prepare discourses in paper 1 and paper 2. These are having these discourses having major marks. That's why you have to attempt this paper 1 and paper 2 discourses. Automatically you will get good marks. This is my final suggestion to the students. The 10th class we are going to attempt these papers. All the students, best of luck. If you follow these steps, I hope that you will get good marks.